G'day YouTubers, and thank you for tuning in to today's that toy review. My crikeys, I had a bit of a 3-day breakaway because obviously, actually a 2 to 3 day breakaway because obviously I was just busy making loads and loads of that toys. But anyways, let me just go ahead and grab the webcam. And what's also a little bit sad is that the Flapping Birds toy range that the Flip Flap company has been doing so far is sadly starting to rot away, which in a sense is going to be I'm so sad. It's going away, the Flapping Birds toy range, isn't it? But anyways, I think we're going to be taking a look at just 2 of these Flapping Bird toys. I think we've got 2 of these. I think that one's the last, I think. But what we will actually start here first is... Oh, it's going to be sad missing those Flapping Bird toys. I'm so sad. Anyways, about you. Okay, the first one I need to take a look at are these seagulls here. But please let me recompose myself without sounding embarrassingly sad. Okay, so the first product is the Flip Up Origami Swimming Australian Silver Gull Stages and Plumage Variations Small Flock 5-pack, which costs about £3.50. Is that really normal for Flip Flap products to sell during January? There's the back of the packaging, which looks like that. You got 2 cranky and angry seagulls bickering at each other, and you've got, well, maybe he's just pretty much making this guy looking like he's pretty much landing in hot water. I don't know. I have to say, quite a random looking set actually. Yeah, so let me just go ahead and unpack this. It's kind of like some sort of, I don't know. It's like a repeat of what I did back then when I did a regular 5-pack of silver gulls swimming around. Of course, here's the adult with those big bulging eyes like that on the side of the head. There's the red beak. But there's actually other variations, so let me just show you. There's the name Silver Gull. And let me just show you. This one's got a black beak, brown eyes. I don't know why it's small. Black tail end. Looks like it's got a colour combination of brown and black actually. Added onto this. I got Trackmaster Luke right behind me because, you know, I'm totally cramped onto a crevice between, how would you say it, between the bed and the train set. There you go. The tail detailing also is there. And then you've also got more extra wing detailing, which represents the bird. Yeah, it looks fairly nice. I would have never expected making water toys on Saturday, and to be quite obviously honest, I've got a funny feeling water toys being made on Saturday is not really that common as I would actually think, but it actually is. Well, I don't know what I'm actually saying here, but it may look uncommon, but it actually isn't really uncommon. There you go, there's the name. I mean, usually on a Saturday, of course, yes, a lot of water toys, they don't have to be made at this day, but that's what I'm saying. Okay, next up. This is an immature silver gull. Can you see what's different? The tail has gone brown. Oh no, forgot to add some detailing here. That's a penalty for me. Well, what a lazy boy I've been doing. I haven't been doing that well on detailing toys. But it looks like I could fix that. I think it's a very common problem on my Flip Flap toy reviews. Noticing that a lot of my toys have got huge problems in detailing, and it's a little bit embarrassing just to come in and actually detail these bits which haven't been detailed. And there you go, I'm just pretty much colouring it in. I thought I've pretty much finished this, but no, actually I haven't finished that. I mean, why do I forget this all the time though? It's very, very embarrassing though, just to pretty much leave this big chunk of white without even thinking twice about the brown and the grey. In fact, I might as well also add the grey onto the wings as well, just to look very gullible. If that's a pun that I think is pretty much relevant to the bird. I'm just pretty much searching for a brown pencil, but I think they need to have like brown. on the wings there. I think that's why I can tell you what, there's so many things that a lot of toys have been suffering from. It's been quite embarrassing just thinking about. I'm just gonna add brown here. I mean, I have to give myself a break though doing toy reviews, but I just can't, because obviously what's the point of doing no toy reviews today? It's just, you know, something I just can't be, you know. I don't know what I'm saying here. But anyways, actually I need to look at the head here. And obviously the immature silver Gull has got like a black tip on the beak here. It's also got like a brownish sort of beak detailing, also the same eye detailing as well. Okay, and you've also got these two here. Now these are very, very hard to spot, or to identify actually. That there is the first winter, I think, as I can tell. No detailings of brown on the wings there, but that's alright though, because it's coming up towards, like, you know, its second winter plumage stage, which we'll have a look at next. And it's probably strange it goes back to black. I don't know why. Maybe it's a bit of a very weird plumage mishap. And there is the second winter silver Gull. And there you go, it actually develops the typical eye-ring of a seagull. Oh, crockies, I just sneezed. Maybe I didn't get anything to do with, you know, COVID and stuff. Hopefully it's not COVID. Okay, no tail band on the end there. And there's the beak, looking a bit like a carrot, as you can tell. And there's the eye rings. They look brilliant, don't they? Brilliant stuff. And if I go ahead and compare it to the adult, you'll see it looks completely and utterly, well, identical though. I suppose the older the bird, the brighter the red beak it is on the adult. Yes, looking at this second winter silver Gull, looks pretty nice. It looks like a herring Gull. To me, it looks like a black-headed Gull or a slender-billed Gull with herring Gull colours. Or maybe another Gull species I'm thinking of. Anyways, let me just repack those. And let's take a look at another flip-flap product, which of course is pretty much very similar to the product that I did back in, I think, was it April? Yeah, I think it was in April. Remember I did the little Grebes back then? Well, this time we've got these. It's a flip-up origami Australasian Grebe paired with Juvenile and Fishing Gourmet 5-pack. Again, same price. I don't know why. I don't know if it's in the same price. There's the back of the packaging there. Looks like he's murdering fish from Club Penguin. Obviously, by the looks of these yellow fishies, as you can tell. And let me go ahead and unpack this. And actually I realised that the Australasian Grebe is actually a little bit bigger than the little Grebe. Yeah, I think they're also known as dab chicks, which pretty much describe, you know, so well. Obviously, you know, dab chicks is kind of like, you know, the nickname for small Grebe, you know, Grebe species. They're like little Grebes, and these guys here as well. Let me pick up those runts here, which actually look quite big. Maybe except for this Juvenile here. Let me just take a look at the Juvenile here first. Okay, the first thing about this Juvenile is that the wing detailing is not too bad. Very accurate, obviously. In fact, it looks so accurate to the little bird. And it looks pretty cool, actually. It's got like a very weird colour combination of orange and grey. There's brown on the front here. There's grey as well. There's a head here of brown and yellow. Crikeys, it looks spectacularly awesome. And my god, I feel like, you know, I'm going to blow my nose so hard, but no, I can't. And there's the name here, Australasian Grebe. I could put Juvenile there, if I want to. But let's take a look at the adults. I don't know if it's male, female, I don't know. I don't know about my sexual dimorphism in birds. But yes, it looks a bit, apart from the colours and the size, I believe these guys are exactly the same size. Yes, they also share the same plumage. There's the front. Okay, as you can see. There's a yellow dot. Or yellow, it's more like a cheek patch, if I think of it, eh? And there's also a bit of red running down as well, on the neck, and towards the head as well, on top. And you've also got like a peachy, buffy butt. Okay, I don't want to pretty much sound like an absolute cringy type embarrassment, obviously. I don't want to humiliate people on the site. There you go. There's the side of wings, there's the other side of it as well. There you go, looking all fairly nice, it's black and white. Oh, okay, if we have a look at this, it's also the same thing as well. Also noticing that the black is also merging within the brown as well though too, so that's a very nice intricate piece of detailing and design. It's like if the black has been swamped over by brown, which in a sense is a very nice thing to see on toys, making it as a good colour combination here. And let's take a look at the fish. And they just look like your typical club penguin type fish. Or penguin club world, as I would often think of, eh? I'm still working on another penguin club world product though, eh? Yes, it's actually not too bad, I suppose, eh? But, yeah. My goodness me, there's the ice here. And the best thing about these fishies is that you can actually prong them onto the beak. Let me just show you. Let me just prong them like so here. Therefore it looks totally awesome here. Like crockies. And let me just fit the beak in. Oh yeah. It looks so brilliant. I love the aesthetics. It's just so mindfully awesome. Mind-blowingly awesome. Or mind-bogglingly awesome. Let me just attach this fish onto the Grebe's beak. Oh yeah. What a nice fishy gourmet. Brilliant stuff. And you can also feed it to the juvenile, which is of course the chick. I better show you closely like so, eh? Look at that. That's how you present such an awesome looking toy here. Look at that, there's a pair of them feeding a juvenile. Brilliant stuff indeed. Well, I'm just gonna pretty much, you know, pack these guys away here. Next one I'm going to be taking a look at is, of course, the Australian Pacific Black Duck Duette family and Ducklings type pack. It's a basic set, obviously. But what's funny about this set is it costs about £10. Crikey. And we'll take a look back at the packaging here. That's what we've got. It looks like we've got a couple of ducklings frolicking in the lake with this duck here, which I presume is the mother or the father. Looks like he's frolicking on the top here. Yes, this one looks like he's pretty much diving underneath in the water, although he might have suffered from acrophobia. I don't know. Let me just... Ah! Crikey! The ducks! They've just launched already! My goodness me. That's a lot of ducks. Okay, so what's very nice to see about the mallard ducklings is that despite the gripe of not having names, these guys look pretty much realistic. It's almost a bit like a bit of a, how would you say it, a warm month sort of event, like a springtime, maybe summertime sort of site. Actually, I would say more likely in spring, because, you know, in summer, the ducks literally, you know, they just grow up. But nevertheless, I definitely say mallard ducks pretty much breed until, like, you know, maybe like June or July, I don't really know. But there you go. Oh, crikey, here we go. Here we go. Yeah, it looks pretty nice, actually, I suppose, are these ducks, these baby ducklings. It's a nice row of baby ducklings. My crockies, I love it, eh? And there's the other side of them. They don't have wings, because that's what ducklings are meant to be. You know, apart from the yellow, they've also got, like, grey beaks, but they also have, like, brown, which is a very, you know, nice colour combination on these guys here, and, like, pretty much tone these around. I can't see a skerrick of anything left, which is pretty nice. And mind you, I have to say the amount of ducks being released by Flip Flap has been chronically big. I should do the shoveler next, which is like another duck species. But yes, here we go. There's the name, Pacific Black Duck. Okay, mind you, it looks fairly nice. Same detailing before. And the wings, the speculum is pretty much the same. As you can see, there's the green speculum there on both sides. I mean, for the fact that Pacific black ducks are literally the same in both sexes in terms of plumage wise and whatnot, just look the same. And there you go. Yes, I know, they just both say Pacific black duck, but there you go. Pretty much the same indeed. Looking onto the wings and inspecting them again. It's the bloody same. Crikey, it's literally the same sort of duck there, obviously. And I'm actually going to add some Dermal 500 cream lotion, whatever it is. I'm just going to add it and just rub it onto my skin, my hands, because I can tell you what, I've got a funny feeling my hands are just bloody dry. But yes, those ducks, they look quite nice. Yeah, obviously, and despite the name, they're actually not really that black, which in a sense, they're actually more of a brownish type colour. Oh, sorry if I'm being cruel to ducks. Let's just hope not. In they go, right straight into the packaging, so that everyone in springtime will pretty much love this set so well. In fact, the set has been released just before spring. Remember I did the Canadian geese product? I think it was quite a while back there, I suppose. Though it was pretty amazing in that first tour review in 2022. Why not get bloody confused in a moment? And you as well, the seagulls. And the grebes as well. Oh yeah, cool. Okay, let's move on to these two here. I think I'm going to start off with this one here. The Australian Raven and Silver Gull Mixed Urban Scavenging Trio Flock 12-pack. It's a flip-up Origami Flavoured toy. There you go. There's the back of the packaging there. Looks like these seagulls are pretty much ignorant about that, apart from that dead shrimp. But they're just so keen to make this Raven completely angry and strained while he's pretty much taking a good nab on that chicken drumstick. Well, actually, there's about 3 of them on the set there, eh? And what's quite weird is it says new, which probably means new to the market. I don't know. We're going to go ahead and attack these. Oh, yeah. And, yeah, actually it's quite a set. Yeah, it's quite a very interesting set. Pretty packed up. And, okay, let me try and show you how the seagulls are like. Very, very weird, floppy and cruddy looking wings. They actually look fairly nicely detailed, actually. There's no other formalities of the silver gull, it's just the adults. And there's the name here. Silver Gull. There you go, that's what the design's like. You can't go wrong with these. And there you go, there's the other one here as well. There you go. Pretty much the same. Mine. Okay, that was a bit, well, quite accurate though, but not as annoying as I would ever think. Because I still love seagulls, and there you go. There's the name here. It's pretty much the same. But what's quite funny in the set here is that we've also got some different types of food here. We've got, they look like ham to me, but these are chicken drumsticks. That's quite interesting, eh? I believe they're chicken drumsticks, I think. Whatever it is, it's a very nice colour. And there's the other one here as well. Yes, it looks pretty interesting. I have to say, the amount of detailing I've added into flip-flop toys, I've been adding them so meticulously accurate instead of being gruesome and grotesque. Now look at that dead shrimp. That's the only good grotesque thing about this. You get a dead shrimp with those dead eyes, X-eyes. Pretty weird for a set, eh? Looks fairly weird, but at the same time quite funny, I suppose, eh? I mean, maybe it's to do with Australian culture, maybe, you know, adding like a dead shrimp in the Barbie, and then it just turns into like that. Maybe I'm just completely gone kaplunk. I've misled everything. And we've also got a spinning... Oh, this one is an omelette. And if you put it onto a flat surface here, you can actually make it spin. Crikey, it's pretty weird. There you go, that's the other side of it as well. And the back of the packaging actually tells me it's an omelette spinner toy. Click it to make it spin around. So that's what I did. I think I've done toys like that before, eh? Where you can actually, you know, have a bit of playability on it, eh? You can also fold this thing in half to look like a real omelette, I think. And last but not least, it's a meat pie. Which, in a sense, it's a hat. It's made from the same base as those hats, but It's a meat pie. I think that's what Australians tend to make, meat pie. I think that's the Australian version, I think. And also, it's a bit of a bonus treat for you, eh? As a very derogatory term for meat pies, I think in slang, here in Australia, or shall I say, in Australia, because I'm actually filming this in the UK, in Australia, people call meat pies rats' coffins. Would you never believe that? People call them rats' coffins, meat pies, which is quite strange. I don't know why, but yeah, that's just a very weird Australian slang. Yeah, calling meat pies a rat's coffin. Bloody hell. And let's go ahead and take a look at the ravens, or some people call them crows. I think it's one of the other bird species which has been quite, you know, overrated though for 2022. Actually, you know what, it's actually not a bad species, a raven or a crow, eh? Let's see which species this is. It's got those eyes here. I don't know why it's got those eyes. Maybe there's a bit of a mistake on adding the red eye rings there. And there's the name, Australian raven. And they make this sort of noise which goes like, ah, 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 something like that, eh? I think that's what I did with my Australian bird impressions, eh? And there you go, that's how I remember doing the sounds. And these guys like to open up lunch boxes because that's what a crow or a raven would do. They've got such high intelligence. And often when you see them in the desert and whatnot, you would often see them picking up, like vultures, picking up a rotten, you know, they'll just pick up a rotten carcass, picking up a rotten carcass. And there you go, it looks pretty nice. I love the flappiness of a flapping bird toy, oh yeah. There you go, there's the eyes, there's the beak. Well, it reminds me of a rook though, which is, in a sense, it's another crow species. Not a corvid, I think, top species, obviously. And there you go, completely black. I like it a lot indeed. I think we need to have more crows in the Flip-Flop universe because, you know, I think Flip-Flop is actually quite scarce in crows. We're running low on crows, but, yeah, not too bad crows. Or ravens, as you should call them, eh? Thank God I've got them into the set here, eh? And last couple of movies, please. This is so sad. I'm gonna miss the bloody toy range. It's good. Oh, anyways, the Flip-Flop Origami Flapping Birds, common Indian minor birds, small flock 5-pack, £3.50. Ha ha ha. How weird is that? Selling this product for £3.50. Without sounding quite sad. Anyways, there's the back of the packaging, which looks like that. And there you go. Here's the minor bird flying away. It's quite funny. I actually haven't made a lot of common minor bird products, though, eh? But there you go. That's what it looks like, eh? I always think about my franchise I was actually creating way before my YouTube channel, called The Army of Evil Miners. You know, it's like a setting where the minor birds are like, you know, an invasive species. They would come in and, you know, sort of, you know, sneak in tree hollows and kill chicks and destroy eggs of native birds. And there you go, it's a common Indian minor bird. Sadly, it is the last, because obviously this paper is no longer available though, and where I am at the moment though, eh? But yeah, so I'll try and get some, you know, good papers and stuff, like, you know, continuous stationery. I think, you know, that's the type of paper that it's requiring though. Sadly, I'm actually gonna pretty much, you know, bring the production line of birds to an end. You know, flapping birds. But it's only light, nevertheless, I might find some continuous stationery. We don't know if it will go ahead, eh? There's the name here. And actually, I should just talk in plumage-wise. They've got like a yellow beak. They've got like red eyes because they're pretty much evil. I don't know why. But they've also got like a yellow sort of band on their head at the front. Like, you know, head markings. And they've also got like detailings like that. There's brown and black. But there's also a bit of white here. That's a bit of a very strange one here, eh? There goes white here as well. This one here looks like that the white has turned grey. Maybe there might be some sort of error in this one here on this set, eh? Kind of. And there's the tail here as well. There's brown and there's a bit of black and white at the back. And there's what the wings would look like if the bird was viewed like that. I suppose it's got like white and black yeah, minor birds. Can't go wrong with them, eh? They're noisy, but they're actually quite friendly and intelligent. And in the wild, I have seen these guys breed in colonies, but they're also quite aggressive, so they might come in and dive bomb at you, which is pretty much the sad factor about these birds. But anyways, that's it. I don't want to sound sad here, but sadly, this is the last of all the Flapping Bird toys, and I'm so sad because obviously, well, we may never ever be able to see Flapping Birds again as a bird-based sort of toy, the small ones obviously. But if I could try and do like the big water bomb-based large birds, that's fine. So anyways, I'm sorry to hear this, but the Flapping Birds toy range is now discontinued, as I've just confirmed. But we'll have to wait and see until we get like more continuous stationery paper. And if there isn't, well, it's goodbye, good riddance to this version, this sub-range of Flapping Bird toys. And it's pretty sad to pretty much say that the Hot Wheels for bird watchers is now gone. That's how I can describe Flapping Bird as a toy. But anyways, if you had lasted long in this whole video, please give this video a good like, subscribe for more Flip Flap videos in the future. And I'm really sorry to hear about the fact that we are literally stopping production of Flapping Bird toys because of the lack of continuous stationery paper. And I think that's a very specific type of paper that Flip Flap tends to do whenever it comes into Flapping Bird toys. It tends to use this type of paper a lot. But anyways, thanks so much for watching. Thank you so much again, and bye for now.